عزیزان اوقاتتون به خیر و شادی. ساعت 5:07 است.
یعنی دقیقاً 1 ساعت و 28 دقیقه و 30 ثانیه دیگه به تحویل سال جدید باقی مونده.
The year is 1995. The film, Jafar Panahi's The White Balloon. Over the 90 minutes that follow, we will be told the story of Rosie, a girl who desires a new goldfish. We will follow her quest in real time before the clocks usher in Nowruz, the Iranian New Year.
چی شد گرفتی؟ خب خوبه دیگه. چایی بیده؟
اینا لاغرم ولی اونا توپولن. آقایی گفتش که دونه 100 تومن، یعنی ما 100 تومن نداریم.
خیلی عجیبه. دیگرون میان از خونه ما ماهی میبرن. وقتا میخوام یک ماهی دیگر رو بخریم.
The White Balloon is an early example of how Jafar Panahi has a unique perception of time in his cinema, where the lived time of his characters and the runtime of his films are not at odds. He allows us to be with Rosie as she experiences excitement, disappointment, and even boredom. Panahi is generous with his screen time, empathizing with characters beyond just Rosie. He uses time to shape a collective protagonist that reflects a microcosm of Iranian society. In an interview with Film Monthly, he says, "Each situation seemed to me like a painting, so the story of losing the money and buying fish became an excuse for standing in front of this painting and looking at it." Part of that painting is the Afghan balloon seller who helps Rosie and her brother retrieve the money to buy the goldfish. The day began with Rosie but ends with this young boy. We are left to wonder what his quest might be. As time stops, the frame freezes, and the film finds its name. Jafar Panahi's relationship with cinema has always been one of curiosity mixed with rebellion. Even as a young boy, he would visit the local movie theatre against his father's wishes, determined to see what he had been told was not good for him. In his 20s, Panahi was conscripted into the Iranian army, where he worked as a cinematographer. Later, he embarked on a career in film and television and would go on to direct films which were highly acclaimed internationally for their defiant view of life under Iran's Islamic Republic. His films employ realism and self-reflexivity to explore social issues, but his use of cinematic time remains his most subtle instrument. Panahi doesn't see time merely as duration. To him, it's a crucial aspect of the human experience. It is unconstrained and open, allowing everyday Iranians to fill it with their desires, frustrations, sadness, and camaraderie.
آرزو یه دقیقه بیا. چیزی میخوام بهت نشون بدم.
بیا بریم.
برو خدا یه دقیقه بیا. یه دقیقه.
چی رو میخوای نشون بدی؟
اینجا رو نگاه کن. همون رازقی که میخوایم بریم. ببین چقدر قشنگه. اینه بهش میگه. اینا کوه سرمه. اینجا هم کنار آرپاچه رازلق. اگه میشد میرفتیم اونجا. همه چیز دیگه تموم میشه. دیگه اونجا کسی بابا.
Panahi's 2000 film The Circle follows various women who've recently escaped from prison.
واکن بیا بابا. واکن.
ساکت باش سرمسا یا میفهم.
واکن درو.
چی
کار کنی واکن درو. من که ولکنم نیستم. کی اومده؟ خواهش میکنم. کی اومده؟ واکن درو. امروز صبح اومده الان به من داری میگی. واکن درو. برو کنار بابا. ولکن ببینم. ولکن بابا بهت میگم.
Much like a relay race, the baton of protagonist is passed from character to character as the film journeys across their stories. Initially handheld and roving, but gradually stilling, Panahi's camera is weighed down by the gravity of their circumstances.
خانم چی شده؟
هیچی. از اینایی که جلوی ما رو گرفتن بپرسین.
چه نسبتی با ایشون داری؟
نسبتی ندارم.
چرا سوارتون کردن؟
خودم سوار شدم.
برای چی؟
قربون شکلت اگه سوار نشم خرج منو میدی؟
آدم شده بنداز.
Time functions as a canvas that allows us to acknowledge the unacknowledged and makes us available to their challenges. A day in the lives of these Iranian women, then, becomes a metaphor for the time they live between birth and death, from the idealism of day to the despair of night. Panahi himself is very familiar with being confined by the strictures of time. He made 2011's This Is Not a Film with co-director Mojtaba Mirtamasp while awaiting the results of his appeal against a 6-year prison sentence and a sledgehammer 20-year ban on his filmmaking endeavors.
الان فکر کردم که شاید بهتر باشه که این فیلمنامه رو بخونم و حالا که نمیشه فیلم ساختش و اجازه این کار رو ندارم شاید خوندن فیلم و توضیح دادن در موردش به نوعی بتونم یه همون تصویر رو برای تماشاگر ایجاد کنم و تماشاگر با خوندنم ببینه اون فیلمی که میخواستم چگونه هستش و چی میشه.
In a unique act of artistic subversion, Panahi turns the camera on himself to consider a day in the life of a filmmaker not making films.
از این پنجره هست حدود 6 دقیقه و نیمی روش هستیم بعد یه فقط کوچه دیده میشه.
In doing so, he elevates the meaning of the word film beyond the meager definitions imposed by the Iranian state. The film becomes what is happening now, what is being felt now, and who is here now, a bracketed interval of life as it appears.
خودم نمیدونم چی کار میکردیم. فکر میکردم که خب چون هر آن امکان داره حکم بیاد و بعدم یک 2-3 ماه که خونه نشسته بودم واقعا این بود که خسته شدم. گفتم بیکاری یه کاری بکنم.
طبیعی هم هستم. قطع نکن جعفر.
چرا؟
بگیر.
چی رو بگیرم؟
نه ببین باور کن مهم اینه که دوربینا روشن باشه.
Waiting is a recurring motif throughout Panahi's work. His characters long for something precious that feels both familiar and unfamiliar, a sense of resolution that always remains just out of reach.
از اونجا نگاهت میکردم عین اون نمایشه شده بودی که چند سال پیش رفتیم. یه تک درخت بود
در انتظار گدو.
در انتظار گدو. اصلا ببین شرایطمون شده عین اون. شیوا هیچ وقت به حرفام گوش ندادی. یه بار گوش بده. خودمون باید یه کاری کنیم شیوا. همش منتظریم یکی بیاد یه جادو کنه.
چی کار کنیم؟ فکر و ذکرت انتقامه. اصلا مگه این یارو تو رو کشته که دنبال کشتنش که
بله که کشته. کشتن بدتر. امثال این سگ پدر 5 سال از بهترین شب و روزای زندگیمو کشتن.
In his 2025 film, It Was Just an Accident, a group of former political prisoners deliberate on whether they should act out their righteous vengeance upon the man they believe to be their tormentor. Set over a tense 24-hour period, time imposes itself on the protagonists, challenging them to come to a decision. Waiting takes the form of hesitation, hesitation to form conclusions, hesitation to succumb to violence.
فکرشم نمی‌کردم همچی کاری بکنی.
چرا؟
تو که همش میگفتی خشونت بده.
بزدل که نیستم.
Characters in Panahi's films are often waiting, not just for justice, but a final release from their past. The past isn't an obsession for Panahi, nor does he attempt to evoke the possibility of an idealized future. His oeuvre has always been present tense. The story of Iran over 3 decades captured through the stories of just a few particular days. The day a little girl lost her allowance. The day that was spent inside a taxi driving around Tehran. The day when football brought all of Iran together. Jafar Panahi looks after these moments, carefully preserving the time they occupy and finding in each of them small but humble rebellion.
مینا
وایسا من میخوام برم پایین.
مینا جان چی شده؟ مینا خانم مینا نمیخوای حرف بزنی؟
نه نمیخوام.
باز کن آقا باز کن.